Here, the first lesson of 8th class is reading and analysis of maps. So, in this lesson, we have to discuss first about what is the difference between photograph and map. See here one picture is given. Same time, another picture also you can see here. See, could you find the difference between these two pictures? This one was taken by camera, means it is photograph. In this you can see features, total features, means real features. Means, see here, if you see this is Greenland, this is the American continent, Europe, Africa. So these are outlines only we could able to see, because ocean, seas, land features, everything was covered here. Coming to map, see, if you want to see ocean area, you can see easily, and here continents, states, everything you can identify easily. So we can say the difference between a map and a photograph by seeing these, because these two pictures are taken at a time. So if you see, this is photograph, whereas this is map. From this, what can we say? Maps do not show real features. And here, coming to maps, we can say generally a map is used to find distribution of rainfall, soil types, population, languages spoken by people, means whatever the things required by map makers, those things we can easily find by maps. Whereas photograph, nothing. Individual houses or individual land masses, individual things, whatever required, we are unable to see in a photograph. See here, what is a map? A map actually is a model of a place, giving those features that the map maker considers to be of important. Means, like, if a map maker feels he wants to find how much rains in a place, or how much means how many languages are being spoken in particular place, everything they can show through map. For example, see here, this is India map. See here, in this India map, you can find road, sea and air routes. Those only you can easily identify in this map. Coming to here, this is what is railways. So railway tracks throughout India you can easily identify by this. Whereas coming to here, see, political map it is, means how many states are divided, which state located at which place, everything you can easily identify by seeing these maps. Coming to here, this is again physical map. See, mountains, land features, everything you can identify easily. But through photograph, we are unable to see whatever required by us. Clear, children? And coming to here, maps down the ages. Maps down the ages means from when finding about maps started. We can easily say it started from 4000 years ago. Sumerians, means Sumerians are the people, means present that place is Iraq, it can be known as. So Sumerians from 4000 years back they started, means earliest surviving maps are from Sumerians. See this one, this is clay tablet, Sumerian clay tablet, you identify this. Okay, so this is Sumerian clay tablet. It will be useful for us to find what at that time Sumerians, what they need, they want income. So lands, means the Sumerians are the people generally those used to get income from lands. So how to find how many lands are there, how much income they will get. So further they started making these clay maps, clay tablets. And coming to next, after Sumerians, we can discuss about Babylonians. Present Iraq only, means Sumerians after Babylonians we can consider. So Babylonians are the people who started, we can say, map drawn on a clay tablets about 2600 years back they did. So they imagine the world as a round disc. Here, this is Babylonian clay tablet, you can see clearly. See here, at center, one point is there. See here, clearly you can say. So this is the main city, whatever they are assuming. And the earth they use it to assume as a circular disc. And here, these lines, if you see, they use it to indicate that as river. Okay, and this is bitter river. Okay, and coming to here, this inner circle they use it to show their city as center, and surroundings you can see 7 triangular islands. So they use it to denote whatever the things they know using these clay tablets. Okay, and next at the same time, Greeks. Among Greek geographers, we can see Anaximander and Hecataeus of Miletus. Here don't get confused. Miletus means it is Turkey present. At that time its name is Miletus. And Herodotus. These are all prepared world maps from east to west. Actually we use it to consider in books east this side, east to west. And here generally these also believed what? The earth was round disc surrounded by ocean water. You can see that picture here. This is Hecataeus, means Greek geographer. He made a map like this. See, this is totally ocean, and center you can see 3 continents they named: Libya, Europe, Asia. And here we can see Mediterranean Sea also. Mediterranean Sea is surrounded by 3 continents. This is the description given by Greeks. Clear? So this picture, actually Greeks and all these people, how they used to do all these maps? They prepared all these maps based on travels and descriptions. In those days, people used to travel from one place to another place, and whatever they describe, basing on their descriptions, people used to do these maps. And coming to next, Greeks after, we can find Romans. These are also very much interested in making maps, and they were interested to know the places near and far. See here, they do wars, they want to conquer other places, and especially here Romans are mainly known as traders. They have established trading stations on Indian coasts, to which they came by ships wherever they are coming and locating particular places, and they use it to name their places for trading purpose. Coming to Greeks, we can identify here Alexander. Alexander, all of us know, no? He conquered the whole world, and India also he came 2300 years ago. How he came along all these continents? Using maps, using map routes, and whatever these Greeks found in those days, using those the people used to travel around the world. And coming to next here, one more special thing about Greeks. The Greeks tried to make maps accurately with the help of longitudes and latitudes. Actually we are reading now about longitudes and latitudes, but back of 3000 2000 years back it is very tough to find. Here the people used to travel around the world, and they used to identify the places, and they joined with a line from north to south, that is known as meridian. We know present longitude, and they tried to draw latitude. By locating longitudes and latitude, they drew a grid on the map and located all the places from east to west. East this side and west this side. So east to west they started. Okay, so preparing these lines is not a simple task. It was taken nearly 2000 years to get finally longitudes and latitudes. See here, we can say how they did all these things with the help of people who are traveling throughout the world and throughout their destinations. Destinations means places from where they are starting and which place they have to reach. Next, coming to Ptolemy. He was one of the famous geographer. Okay, he is the first person who tried to prepare detailed maps using these longitudes and latitudes. Okay, and coming to here, the most of these maps, if you observe ancient maps particularly, they used to give correct information of Europe and surrounding countries only we used to get by using these maps, because these are the places Greek, Romans, and every place used to be surrounding Greek, means European countries, right? Coming to world map, if we observe here, we can see this is Europe, right? Here you can see this is the place Holland. See, Greece is the place from here, Greece people. Okay, Arabs, we can say this is the place from Arab countries. And here first we discussed about Iraq. This is the place from where they started, Eastern European countries. So these are all used to find out the places whatever they know. So they given priority for European countries only. Whatever the graph map they are using, they preparing, they use it to place their main city at the center. See, that one we can see by next page. Let us see here. And here one more thing, more correct information about places visited by sailors and traders. This is the place, this is how we use it to get details about the maps. And coming to here, see, Ptolemy wrote so many books. With the help of Ptolemy books and whatever precautions to prepare maps, one of the famous Arab map maker, Al-Idrisi, he prepared a world map for his king in the year 1154. See here, this is the map prepared by Al-Idrisi. In this map, special features are there. In this map, we can see south towards the top. This side south and north shown downwards. Generally in maps, how do we identify this side north? This is east, this is west, this is south. Coming to here, Al-Idrisi, he made rivers, okay, and Arabian countries were placed at center, and these are the things generally, and already I said Arabia prominently in the center of the map. So this is the system they generally use to do while they are preparing maps. And next, Chinese. Along with all these, Chinese also started preparing maps. These maps, what can we identify? Obviously, China at the center and Europe halfway. See, this is the Chinese map prepared by what is the name of the geographer here? Da Ming Han Yi Tu of China in 1389. For his king, he made this map. See, in this map you can see very easily this is China. See here, do you know what is this? This is Africa and this is India. Okay, so this is actually here in textbook it is given Cape of Good Hope. It is in Africa. See, this is the place they located like this, and this is India. So main central place China. They use it to place, and surrounding places however they identify, they use it to place those maps. Clear? And here, before they discovered the books of Ptolemy, Europeans map makers were greatly influenced by religious ideas of the Bible and maps of the world to represent their ideas. This map, if you observe here in this map, you can see this is Africa and Asia. These are located down, and here Jerusalem. This is Jerusalem place. They located because these maps are prepared with the help of religious facts like Bible. This is before Ptolemy. These maps are prepared. And in this map, if you observe Jerusalem, this is the birthplace of Jesus Christ. This is shown as the top. And other two, Europe and Africa, are shown at the bottom of the map, and those are in smaller size also, comparing Jerusalem. So here this is given in your textbook. Clear? It is surrounded by ocean. See, this is totally ocean. All these continents are surrounded by oceans, and this is Jerusalem, whereas Europe and Africa are located in small size below that place. So whatever they feel important place and their place used to given more priority in preparing maps. And coming to next concept, around 1480s Europeans discovered Ptolemy's books. This we discussed before discovering of Ptolemy books, but here around 1450 Europeans discovered Ptolemy books. But here generally they didn't get maps, but with the reference of the books they started see who is the Ptolemy. They stunned. Ptolemy, he did accurate description of location of maps. So based on that, they also started preparing maps. See here, this is the first map that is done based on mathematical calculations prepared after reading the books of Ptolemy. This is the first map it was done. See here, this is maximum it was done on actual mathematical calculations. Distances between maximum at that time to their level, whatever the knowledge they have, they prepared this map. And coming to next 15th century, Ptolemy, actually 15th century means he is the person who motivated all the people. He inspired new enthusiasm among all the schools and the scholars. Fortunately, the people at that time, they started discovery and exploration of other places, and they started knowing the importance of the other places knowing. So here Arabs, these are the people who blocked sea route. Here again I am showing world map here. See, Arabs are the people. Here this is Egypt, and here Arabs. See, this is Mediterranean Sea. From here to here it is totally known as, this is Mediterranean Sea. And here this is Red Sea. And this is, I think all of you know, Arabian Sea. So these are the places totally: Spain, Portugal, France, England, and here Greeks, and here whatever Babylonians, Arabs. These are the people to travel around sea routes. In those days, what is the transport mode? Ships. So through ships, here if you see, this is Red Sea, this is Suez Canal here. Here there is a gap for ships to travel through Red Sea, so that they can travel, see, from Mediterranean Sea, they can travel very easily through Red Sea, and they can reach India very easily. But at that time, Arabs conquered all domination among these places, Suez Canal and Mediterranean Sea. So they banned, no other European country should travel through these places. Then obviously what they have to do? They have to search how to move around world. So they started from here, they started moving around like this, and they reached India. Who reached India? Here it is clearly given in your book. Columbus went westwards. See here, this is east. See, from here Columbus westwards he travelled and found what he found? America. Whereas Vasco da Gama, he travelled around Africa and reached India. So here the people in those days started believing, okay, earth was not a flat disk, it is sphere like a ball. From wherever they are starting, again by rounding it they could able to reach their particular place. Okay, and coming to here, next concept, in the 16th century, Holland emerged as the major trading power. Again, I am showing you Holland. This is the place where Holland is located. See here, this is the place where Holland, Netherlands present it is known as. So this is the place where Holland is located, and from Holland, as it is became as a main trade center, they started doing maps. Again they have to travel now. So the father of Dutch cartography was Gerardus Mercator. He in between the period 1512 to 94, he examined previous works and did more work on maps, and his works are known as Mercator projection. What is known as Mercator projections? See, Mercator's map projections, its name is Mercator projection. Okay, so most of the world maps present were done based on these Mercator's map projections. See here, if you see, this is the world map by Gerardus Mercator in 16th century. Comparing previous maps, we can see out structure of this map. See, this is what is given the world map in the 16th century. We can identify this as Africa, Europe, and American countries, and just see here it is India given, but it is not exactly located there. But at that time they used to assume this is as India, means West Indies, where they landed first. Okay, so this is the description of maps. So until now we discussed about how the maps are prepared, and next topic we will discuss tomorrow.